Top 10 Cleanest Countries in Africa 2021. Hello Explorers, welcome back to another informative video presented to you by The Explorer, and thanks for watching. In this video we shall be taking a cruise around the beautiful continent of Africa, looking at the countries that stand out in terms of cleanliness on the continent. There is a very popular sentence that cleanliness is next to godliness, and those who live in cleaner countries tend to have longer life expectancies than those with dirtier surroundings. Clean water, better air quality, better handling of waste and sanitation are all factors that significantly affect human health. For example, countries with high air quality scores and low exposure to harmful particles like PM 2.5 will allow their people to be less susceptible to illnesses associated with air pollution, such as respiratory or cardiovascular disease. Countries with high pollution levels see high rates of non-communicable diseases, accounting for 72% of all deaths, 16% of which are caused by toxic pollution. Researchers at Yale University and Columbia University collaborated with the World Economic Forum to measure the cleanliness and environmental friendliness of over 180 countries around the world. The EPI ranks countries from the cleanest to the dirtiest in the world based on two policy objectives: ecosystem vitality and environmental health. The EPI ranks each country on 24 performance indicators across 10 categories that cover environmental health and ecosystem vitality. These categories include air quality, water and sanitation, biodiversity, habitat, and sustainability. The EPI allows countries to see how effective their environmental policies are and how close they are to achieving their environmental goals. If you're new here, welcome. Be sure to subscribe and turn notifications so you don't miss any of our videos. Without any further delay, these are the top 10 cleanest African countries. Number 10. Namibia. EPI Score 40.2. Namibia is a country in southern Africa. Its western border is the Atlantic Ocean. Windhoek, Namibia is facing an uphill battle to ensure environmental cleanliness around the country, and the country's president, Hage Geingob, has personally joined the drive to make it clean and attractive again. Namibia's capital, Windhoek, once Africa's cleanest city, is now the fourth cleanest city on the continent, and last topped the list 4 years ago. Namibia is the 10th on the list because of its EPI of 40.2%, which equally gives it its current position of 101 in the world. Namibia has earmarked May 25th, a public holiday to celebrate Africa Day, as the National Cleanup Day. President Hage Geingob initiated a cleanup campaign out of concern over environmental pollution and littering in the country. On that day, Namibians are expected to go out into their communities and clean up. The initiative is further aimed at raising awareness on cleaning regulations. Number 9. Botswana EPI Score 40.4. The story of Botswana is very interesting. The country went from the second poorest country in the world to one of the richest in Africa. Not only has the country thrived economically, it has also become one of the cleanest in Africa. This is evident on arriving in Gaborone, Botswana's capital. The streets are clean and orderly. The traffic, such as it is, flows easily, and modern glass buildings and sensible orderly structures gleam against a usually clear blue sky. Unlike the thatched post-colonial chaos of so many African capitals, things work here, and they work well. Last year we made a really interesting video on Botswana's success story, which you can watch by clicking on the card on your screen. Number 8. Morocco EPI Score 42.3. In 2019, Morocco had the highest EPI score and was the cleanest country in Africa. But fast forward to 2021, the country has fallen down the radar of cleanest African countries. Morocco takes this position as the 8th cleanest nation in Africa because of numerous reasons, which some of them are good water, presence of fresh air, and a great attempt by the government and its citizens to keep the country clean. No wonder Morocco's city of Ifrane was selected the world's second cleanest city according to a survey conducted by Embassy Times, which listed the world's 12 cleanest cities. Number 7. South Africa EPI Score 43.1. When it comes to beauty and development, SA is hands down the best in Africa. But one thing the government of SA is constantly improving on is its cleanliness, despite its growing population. South Africa is beautiful and clean, and some of its cities such as Cape Town is considered as one of the most beautiful cities in the world. With an EPI score of 43.1, South Africa is currently the 7th cleanest country in Africa and the 95th in the world. Number 6. Egypt, EPI score 43.3. Coming in at 6th position is one of Africa's most visited countries, Egypt. Despite having a very large population, Egypt has still managed to keep its cleanliness. Egypt is amongst the countries in Africa given the quality of life that is considered to be the best that makes those people residing in the country to be well satisfied. It is the 91st cleanest nation in the world. With good scores in wastewater management, good control on air pollution, and a good grip on resource management, it is no wonder Egypt has made it to this list. Number 5. Algeria, EPI score 44.8. Coming in at number 5 is Algeria, with an EPI score of 44.8. Algeria is a North African country with Mediterranean coastline and a Saharan desert interior. The current population of Algeria is 44,742,991 as of 2021. Algeria has long struggled to combat water pollution problems by fining polluters. Several laws have been enacted to protect the environment and natural resources. This constant work has helped Algeria to grab the 82nd world cleanest nation, and with the great efforts being put in, there is great hope for the future. Number 4. Mauritius, EPI score 45.1. Coming in at 4th place is the beautiful country of Mauritius. Mauritius topped the charts in several aspects in Africa. It has the 2nd most powerful passport in the world, some of Africa's best beaches, best African country to do business, and many more. But one thing that makes the country even more attractive to tourists is how clean the country is. With an EPI score of 45.1, Mauritius is currently the 3rd cleanest country in Africa and the 81st in the world. Its pristine beaches and clean streets will make you fall in love with the country. Number 3. Gabon, EPI score 45.8. Most of you will probably be shocked to see Gabon on this list, but the truth is Gabon has worked extremely hard on its hygiene and sanitation in the last couple of years. Though the country is one of the smallest in terms of population, it is one of the most visited in Central Africa. In 2017, from the organized efforts of the WHO and UNICEF, it was reported that 90% of Gabon's urban areas had access to drinking water, but only 49% of households had access to basic sanitation services. In rural areas, availability dropped significantly to 55% and 37% respectively. We have a video on the 10 things you probably didn't know about Gabon. Click on the card on your screen to check it out. Number 2. Tunisia, EPI score 46.7. Tunisia is a small Arab country in North Africa that represents both the aspirations of freedom and struggles against terrorism that roils the region. Along with neighbors Algeria and Libya, it lines the southern coast of the Mediterranean Sea, a strategic location that has attracted Romans, Arabs, Ottoman Turks, and others over the years. With a population of 11,732,127 people, a lot has to be put into ensuring that this nation attains a level of cleanliness. Tunisia has fought hard with policies on water, energy, and pollution over the years to solidify its position as the 2nd cleanest country in Africa in 2021, with an EPI of 46.7 and a world position of 69. Number 1. Rwanda, EPI score 46.7. Paul Kagame's country has been in the news in recent years for how clean the country is, especially its capital city Kigali. Kigali has been crowned the cleanest city in Africa for about 4 years in a row. Though the country has suffered the worst massacre in history, it has bounced back to becoming a strong force to reckon with, not only in Africa but the world. The government of Rwanda has taken several measures to ensure the cleanliness of the country, such as the banning of non-biodegradable plastic bags and the introduction of Umuganda, a community cleanup campaign done by everyone, including the president. All these measures by the government has made Rwanda the cleanest country in Africa. We have a video on how Rwanda became the cleanest country in Africa, which you can watch by clicking on the card on your screen. There you have it, explorers. Those are the top 10 cleanest countries in Africa. Thanks for watching this video. If you did enjoy the video, do want to give it a thumbs up and do not forget to subscribe and share with your friends.